Hey everybody, it's Alexis from the Bedford Life, and today I'm going to show you how to make spicy tomato jam. Now, if you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I'm fairly new to gardening, and this year I ended up with a lot of tomatoes. So let me just show you what I pulled out of the garden today alone. Let me just show you this. Now that is a lot of tomatoes, and probably in tomorrow or the day after that I'll have just as many, and I need to make good use of them. I mean, I love them in a salad and everything, but that's a lot of salad, and I need to make sure that none of these go to waste. You ready, Dad?
Okay.
Woo! Now this spicy tomato jam is really good on a BLT. Today I had it on a grilled cheese sandwich, and I gave a small batch of this to my neighbor, and she said she had it for breakfast with avocado toast. So there's really a lot of ways that you can use it. It is not meant to be like a sauce for pasta. It's really meant to be like a spread. Now, the tomato spicy jam that I'm making obviously has jalapeno peppers in it. I grew these. Ooh, so proud of myself. But if you don't like spicy food, you can always leave them out. That's fine. I do want to mention that if you're going to make this recipe, that you either go to the local farmer's market and get tomatoes there or get organic tomatoes. I wouldn't recommend using just like regular tomatoes from the grocery store. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole process of like flashing them and skinning them and taking the seeds out. I'm just going to do a really quick rough chop, put them all in the pot. It's going to be really easy. It does take a few hours for it to thicken up, but the end result is absolutely amazing. So come on, I'm gonna go wash these up, chop them up, and then we'll get started. Here's what you'll need. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja tomato. I don't know, I had a couple of these that look like kind of like Siamese twins. Anyway, with some of these bigger ones, I just like to, cut into it and cut around any parts that are like brown or weird, and of course you don't want the stems. And again, all of this is going to get cooked down for a really long time, and then I'm going to end up hitting it with the hand blender. So a rough chop is totally fine. So my tomatoes are all chopped up. Look at the color, like so beautiful. And I'm gonna move on to the onions. So I did not have a very big onion, but I had one medium one and one small one. So I say it in all my videos, use what you got. Don't make yourself crazy trying to make it exact. I mean, it's not baking. Baking needs to be exact. A lot of this stuff is a general guideline, but it doesn't necessarily need to be done like exactly to a T. Woo, my eyes are watering. Yeah, those are pretty strong. All right, on to the next. Like I said before, I love spicy stuff, so I'm going to use 2 jalapenos. If you only want it a little bit spicy, you can use 1. If you don't want it spicy at all, then don't use any of them. But proceed with caution when cutting these and handling these and just working with them in general. The seeds are really where a lot of the heat is, where most of the heat, and that's what burns your hands. So you want to make sure that you either use gloves or actually touch the inside of them very, very minimally. I'm going to use the whole jalapeno, but you could, take the membrane out the middle. Let me see, let me show you. That's sort of like that, and the seeds. You could take that out if you wanted to reduce some of the heat, but I like heat. As long as you don't handle the inside too much or make sure that you wash your hands, you're okay. Do not touch your face, scratch your nose, rub your eyes after handling these. You will regret it. I got a lot of garlic here, and because we're cooking it so slow, it won't be as powerful as you think it is. So what I have here is like 5 pounds of tomatoes. I would recommend probably 5 or 6 cloves. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm gonna use like 8 or 10, but that's just personal preference. Here we have some ginger. I don't necessarily know how to measure it, but it's about like the length of my thumb. And there's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I'm not a chef. I'm a chick who makes aprons and who loves to cook. Someone who is a chef would be appalled at my skills, but I don't claim to be a chef. I do, however, claim to be an apron designer, and I'm very good at that. So as you can see, this bowl is very full, and I have a few more ingredients to add, but I didn't want to fight it and try and fit it in a smaller bowl. So I'm just going to combine the extra ingredients in this smaller bowl and add everything to the pot. So we have 1 cup of brown sugar. We have a 1/2 cup of lime juice, 1 teaspoon of turmeric. This stuff is amazing. You should put it in everything. And 1 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. Give it a little whirl. Now you can see how full this pot is here. This cooks down a lot. We're gonna cook this probably 4 hours. So this will cook down a lot, but make sure you give yourself enough room in a pot. Don't cramp the pot. It's like the worst cooking mistake you can make. Don't cramp the pot. Lime juice, turmeric, brown sugar, salt. Anyway, you wanna give it a good stir. Look how pretty it is. It's like amazing. Now we got that well incorporated. I'm gonna put this on the stove and let it simmer for at least 3 hours. All right, guys, so while that's cooking, I just wanted to mention this. I'm not gonna go through the process of like water bath canning them in this video. The video would be like 45 minutes long. So basically, I just wanted to give you the recipe. If you're interested in water bath canning them to store them through the winter without refrigeration, there are plenty of resources on YouTube on how to do that process. I'm not going to do it. It would be like way too much of a process. All right, now, so like I mentioned, we're 2 hours in and I just hit it with the hand blender. You can see how the consistency is completely changed and we're getting those bubbles. It's at this point moving forward that I do not put the lid back on. We really want to cook off a lot of that liquid, but you have to be very, very careful, and you need to stir it a lot, more than you'd think you would need to. You really got to keep an eye on it. Don't go sit on the couch and fall asleep. You'll have splatter central all over the place. This one I think may be good in about an hour from now, but I'll keep you updated and let you know. And I just wanted to give you a really quick demonstration on why you need to keep stirring, because if you were to walk away, it could get really ugly in your kitchen. So watch this. Ready? Now I've been stirring like for a while. Hold on. That fast, it's splattering everywhere. Okay? That's why you know you're close, but you really cannot walk away from this. I thank goodness for my apron from the Bedford life, because my shirt would be demolished right now. Now, if you love this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below or the pineapple in the bottom right corner. You can also go to thebedfordlife.com, join our mailing list. You'll get 15% off your first purchase. Check out our playlist. We have lots of fun recipes, spicy watermelon salad and cocktails and meatballs, because everybody loves cooking with Bob. But anyway, make sure you check those out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.